The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the Saints on Monday night.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we wrap up Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is... different about playoff football in the NFL. You can feel it in the stadium. You can sense it down on the field in pregame. Both these teams have had this as their #1 goal all year. Make it to the playoffs. Everybody has a shot, and we're about to kick this thing off and get rolling.
Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Going on the road in the playoffs, Mike, it's daunting for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But if there's one thing this guy has shown all year, it's the fact that not only is he resilient, but nothing appears to ever faze him. Getting your team to the tournament in your first year, it's a massive accomplishment in its own right, but I don't think he's done yet. He expects to walk into this stadium in a hostile environment and come away with a win. And there's one thing this season has showed us is don't put anything past this guy.
McCarthy to the air on second down. over the middle. That's the tight end, Hawkinson.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. And let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback from the University of Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun is Pickett. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Shaheed in motion. On the ground, it's Kamara. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ticket to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. He's got his big tight end, Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
There's nothing harder in sports than being a young rookie starting quarterback. So here you have J.J. McCarthy. We saw him accomplish everything there was to have in Michigan in college, and now he finds himself in the league trying to make the adjustment. But if there's one thing every rookie quarterback would love to have, Mike, it's Justin Jefferson.
Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Again, it's Jones. Oh. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll put Addison in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run the toss here with Jones. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Whoa!
Aaron Jones on the yards. He was brought to by Curtis Bates. 5 yards on the play.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on third down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that'll set up fourth down. On fourth down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Saints offense ready for their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10.
Still first down.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith. They're on the stop. Second down and 3. They're going to go right back to Kamara. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Pickett throwing here on first and 10. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a second and 9. Here's Pickett now. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? Just selling the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
One quarter complete here on the Monday night finale of Super Wildcard Weekend. 7-3 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Pickett. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line. Big play coming up. Third and goal. Back to throw is Pickett. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
A 9-yard loss on the play. It's fourth and goal.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This will be a 38-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Saints go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Jamal Agnew now to return. Oh, yeah. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Here's McCarthy. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They run it once more with Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and 6. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A nice throw by the rookie out of Michigan. It's going to be good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run, it's Jones, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up second down. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And he'll be taken down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly...
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Brought in by Chris Olave. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Still first down.
To throw is Pickett. Shaheed with the catch. And just a pickup of 3 or 4, but with the penalty a moment ago, it leaves them with a good down, 2nd and short. Throwing Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
2nd and 7. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll go again here with Kamara. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a 45-yard line. That's the gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Pistol snap back to Pickett. That's deep for Olave. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A give to Jones, heading right. And he'll get this only to about the 20. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That one caught by Hawkinson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. They'll put Addison in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll be near a 1st down, but he's going to come up about a yard short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches. Now Jones. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. To throw, it's McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Here's Pickett. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
kick it now on play action. Open man down the field. It's Olave. Now inside the 25. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Saints are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Tackle there by Cameron Jordan. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
McCarthy going to look to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, it is halftime in the final game of Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report.
We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. All right, Mike, yeoman's work. Once again, thanks very much. What a 3 days of football. This has been an absolute blast. Now, just one more half of football remains until we lock down the matchups for the divisional round starting next Saturday. We just watched a very good first half out of quarterback Kenny Pickett. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. These 2 teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach. One's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Saints offense and Kenny Pickett getting set for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 37-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And he'll work this down inside the 35. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. From the gun is Pickett. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. Defender.
And he will get into the end zone. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Saints.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Extra point by McManus, up and good. The Saints will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Howell now to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. 13 yards on the catch there. It'll be a Vikings first down. On the give, it's Jones. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Jones. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Finding room at midfield. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. And when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. To throw is McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes third down. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Open man downfield. It's Addison. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll put Addison in motion. Jones now on first and 10. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play is not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Reichard's kick is good, and the Vikings will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Going to return this from the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. To throw, Pickett. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. They'll run. It's Kamara. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Kamara. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing on 2nd down, Pickett. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, It all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Pickett. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time, and it'll be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round.
Encroachment, defense.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. Kamara going to try to bull his way in, and he will dive into the end zone. Alvin Kamara, touchdown New Orleans. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's going to be very near that first down marker. He's up beyond the 30-yard line.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he's going to have enough for the first down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
We'll go back to Jones on first down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. They get 25 on that connection. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. Now McCarthy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. His kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 2 scores.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. The motion man here is Woods. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
In motion is Hill. On the play fake, it's Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the gun on third down, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that's going to work out just fine. Good kick, well covered, touchdown at the 5. The visitors' offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now fair catch called for and taken, and that sets them up in outstanding field position. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The motion man here is Woods. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. A 2nd down throw for Pickett. Olave coming across the field. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On the ground, this is Kendra Miller. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Pickett. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's Miller. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kendre Miller, touchdown Saints. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McManus on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. The catch is made. It's Agnew. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34. To the air once more is McCarthy. That one taken in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, Man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? Set to go now on 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. On 1st down, Pickett. There's that man again. Another catch. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
In motion is Hill. They'll go play action with Pickett. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun is Pickett. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's Pickett now. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incomplete. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Pistol snap back to Pickett. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
That's good for the Saints.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. Here's a run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw is Pickett. Left side into the hands of Olave.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Pickett. It is brought in the end zone. Robert Woods. Touchdown, New Orleans. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. The Saints are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. That one's to the sideline complete. Nice grab as he stays in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Minnesota.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second down and 3. Throwing again is McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. They get 12 yards on that pass. And now the referee, looks like he has gotten word from replay they're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He's got it, and the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
48, Vikings 30. Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense ready to take over once again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. So this one, a win for the Saints. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. They have to get right back to work for the divisional round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.